Chosen ones. God chose you to be a billionaire. Unlock it today. You are here because destiny has a way of calling those who are meant for greatness. This is not a random moment, not a coincidence, not a passing accident of fate. Something in your spirit already knows. Wealth, abundance, and a level of prosperity beyond what you've ever imagined are written into your life's blueprint. You have been chosen by the Creator to hold riches not only in your hands, but in your mind, in your soul, and in your purpose. This is not about mere money. This is about a calling. The kind of wealth God assigns to those who can handle it, multiply it, and use it to shift nations. There are people who will inherit fortunes and lose them. But you are different. You are the vessel that will carry a legacy. When God chooses someone to be wealthy, it doesn't start with numbers in a bank account. It starts with a transformation inside. There's a shift in how you think, in how you walk, in how you see yourself. This shift is already happening to you. The people around you may not understand it yet. They may still see you as you once were. But you are not that person anymore. The frequency you carry is beginning to align with resources, opportunities, and divine connections. Every step you take now is drawing the unseen into the seen. That is why you have been experiencing moments that feel like strange alignments, meetings that seem coincidental, ideas that flow at the exact right time, and sudden clarity about what you truly want in life. These are not accidents. These are the first signs that your billionaire destiny is unfolding. You must align your heart, clear your mind, and open your spirit. What's coming is too big for old mindsets. What's coming requires space. God is about to pour out something powerful, and He needs a vessel that's ready to receive. Before we dive deeper into this word, I need you to do 3 things. First, like this video. Not just to support the channel, but as a bold act of agreement with this prophetic message. Second, subscribe and help us reach 1,000 chosen ones walking in purpose. Then go to the comments and write 99 or 777. These numbers are more than symbols. They are prophetic signals to heaven. 99 represents fulfillment and divine urgency. 77 represents spiritual completion and divine perfection. When you type them, you're not just commenting, you're declaring in faith that you're ready. Third, write your deepest desire, your most heartfelt prayer, in the comments. Don't just type it, release it with faith, because whatever you write in faith becomes sealed in the heavens. This is your divine declaration. The path to unlocking your billionaire calling begins with recognition. You must first recognize that you were never meant for ordinary living. Even in moments when you had nothing, deep inside you felt it. The pull towards something greater. There were times when you couldn't explain why you dreamed so big, when your circumstances were so small. That's because the dream was never yours to invent. It was given to you by God. The wealth you are about to unlock has been reserved for you, guarded from thieves and protected from those who would misuse it. It has waited for your growth, your maturity, your preparation. Now the locks are loosening. But here's the truth that few will tell you. Being chosen for wealth is not about luck, and it's not without responsibility. A billionaire mindset requires discipline, patience, and an unshakable spirit. You will be tested. People will doubt you. Some will betray you. The reason is simple. The enemy understands that if you step into your calling, you will fund light in places of darkness. You will feed the hungry, build communities, inspire generations, and shift the balance of power. That is why the attacks on your life have been so fierce. That's why doors that should have opened seemed locked. But what the enemy did not understand is that the longer you were delayed, the stronger you became. Every hardship you've endured was a silent training ground. Every loss was a lesson in disguise. When you were broke, you learned resourcefulness. When you were betrayed, you learned discernment. When you had to start over, you learned resilience. These are the exact qualities a billionaire chosen one needs, not for greed, but for stewardship. Wealth is energy, and energy needs a capable guardian. You are that guardian. Your mind is now tuned to recognize opportunities others overlook. Your spirit can now sense when a deal is aligned with your purpose and when it is a trap. These abilities are the real treasures because they will allow you to not only receive wealth but to keep it, multiply it, and use it with wisdom. The shift you are entering is irreversible. Once you step onto this frequency, you cannot return to your old life. Money will flow in ways you've never experienced, but more importantly, influence, resources, and allies will appear. People who recognize the light in you and want to help it shine brighter. You will be in rooms you once thought were impossible to enter. You will have conversations with people who have the power to change not just your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. And every step will confirm that you were chosen for this, not by chance, but by divine appointment. Now is the time to prepare yourself for what's coming. Sharpen your skills, clarify your vision, build your inner strength. The wealth that is unlocking for you is too big for a weak foundation. If you want to hold it, you must be ready to carry its weight. This is the season to remove distractions, to silence doubt, and to walk boldly into your inheritance. Chosen one, your billionaire destiny is no longer a distant dream. It's at your doorstep. The locks are turning. The vault is opening. And when it does, the world will see not just what you have, but who you are. Your billionaire calling is not just about acquiring material possessions. It's about transforming your entire existence into a vessel of impact, influence, and divine abundance. You have to understand, chosen one, that God never put such a massive calling on someone's life without a reason. There is a specific problem in the world that your wealth is meant to solve. A specific group of people your abundance will lift, and a specific legacy you are meant to leave behind. This is why your journey has been so different from others. You are being shaped for something far bigger than an ordinary life. The world often sees billionaires as people who simply got lucky or inherited a fortune. But the kind of billionaire destiny you carry is different. This is not about luck. This is divine alignment. It is about your spiritual DNA being wired for creation, multiplication, and expansion. Even when you had little, you found ways to stretch it, to grow it, to make it more. You are not simply meant to consume wealth. You are meant to generate it, to birth it into existence, and to keep the flow alive for generations after you. Your calling is not temporary, it is eternal in impact. If you look back at your life, you will see the signs. When others quit, you kept going. When others surrendered to despair, you found a spark of hope. This relentless spirit was not an accident. It was God's way of ensuring that when the wealth arrives, you will be able to sustain it. Many people can make money, but few can hold it without it holding them. You are being trained to master it, not be mastered by it. That is why you've been through seasons where you had to live without certain comforts. Those moments taught you that money is a tool, not your identity. And when you understand that, you become unstoppable. There will come a time, very soon, when opportunities you once chased will start chasing you. People will seek your partnership, investors will trust you without hesitation, and doors that were locked for years will suddenly swing open. This shift is not about human logic, it is about divine timing. And divine timing cannot be rushed or delayed. It arrives exactly when your spirit, your skills, and your environment are ready to receive. The delay you thought was punishment was actually preparation. One of the greatest challenges you will face in this journey is learning how to guard your energy. Not everyone around you will understand your calling. Some will try to take advantage of your generosity. Others will attempt to plant seeds of doubt. This is why discernment is as valuable as money itself. God will begin to highlight the people who are meant to walk with you into your billionaire season, and He will also expose those who must be left behind. You cannot afford to carry dead weight into your next level. Your wealth is sacred, and so is the circle that surrounds it. Chosen one, the unlocking process has already begun. You may feel it in the form of sudden clarity about your next moves, unexpected ideas that light up your mind, or a deep inner knowing that something massive is about to happen. These are your signals. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Act on them. The billionaire frequency is not about waiting for a miracle to land in your lap. It is about aligning your thoughts, actions, and surroundings so completely with abundance that you can no longer be in a state of lack. Your mindset is your greatest weapon in this season. You must think like wealth before wealth arrives. That means seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, speaking life into your dreams instead of doubt, and surrounding yourself with information, people, and environments that expand you instead of shrinking you. Billionaire status is born in the mind before it appears in the bank account. It's about training yourself to believe that you are worthy, capable, and ready to hold what God is about to release. There will be moments where fear tries to creep in. You will wonder if you're really capable of handling what's coming. That's when you must remember, God did not choose you by mistake. The vision in your heart is proof that the resources to fulfill it already exist. The wealth you're stepping into is not something you're chasing. It's something that's been chasing you. All you have to do now is step into position, stand firm, and receive it with humility and confidence. This is the part of your journey where the pace will quicken. Ideas will turn into action faster. Connections will come out of nowhere. Resources will multiply in your hands. And with every step forward, you will feel the confirmation deep in your spirit. This is what you were born for. The life you are walking into is not a reward for your past. It is the fulfillment of a destiny that has been waiting for you since the moment you were chosen. There is a moment in every chosen one's journey when the fog finally clears and you begin to see the landscape of your destiny with sharp, undeniable clarity. This is where you are right now. You've spent years navigating storms that didn't make sense, walking through seasons of pruning and facing delays that tested the deepest parts of your faith. All along, the divine hand of God was guiding you, shaping you, refining you for a life that was never meant to be average. The billionaire life that is calling you is not built on shallow foundations. It is anchored in the kind of strength that only comes from surviving what was meant to break you. The world's version of wealth is loud, flashy, and often fleeting. But your calling is different. The wealth that is unlocking for you is silent before it speaks, hidden before it's revealed, and unshakable once it arrives. This is because it's not merely money, it's divine capital. It's the kind of abundance that carries an assignment. It will be used to create, to restore, to transform. You won't just build bank accounts, you will build legacies, industries, and opportunities for people who never thought they would have a chance. Understand this, when God chooses someone to be a billionaire, He doesn't just give them wealth, He gives them vision. And vision is the rarest currency on earth. Vision is what allows you to see beyond the limitations of the present moment. Vision is what makes you say, I know what I see now, but I also know what it will become. This is why people sometimes think you're unrealistic, too ambitious, or even delusional. They're not seeing what you see because they're not supposed to. This vision is for you, and for those who are meant to run with you into this new era of abundance. You are going to notice something unusual in this season. The old patterns of lack, delay, and scarcity will start to break off without warning. Bills will get paid faster than expected. Debts will shrink. New streams of income will open up in ways you couldn't have planned. These are not random blessings. They are the first cracks in the dam that's been holding back your wealth. Once it starts to flow, there will be no stopping it. But remember, chosen one, abundance without order can become chaos. That's why you've been trained to manage little so that you can govern much. This billionaire season will require you to master the art of positioning. Wealth does not wander aimlessly. It moves along the paths of purpose and preparation. That means being in the right conversations, learning from the right mentors, and seizing opportunities before they're obvious to the masses. It means protecting your time like it's gold, because it is. Every hour wasted is a delay in the release of what's already yours. And as you step further into this calling, you will face spiritual tests that have nothing to do with money and everything to do with integrity. The enemy would love to see you compromise your values in exchange for quick gains. But billionaires chosen by God cannot afford shortcuts. Your wealth must be clean, because dirty wealth carries chains you cannot see. The assignment on your life demands freedom. Financial freedom, spiritual freedom, and freedom to use your resources without hidden ties or silent debts to corrupt powers. The shift you are stepping into will also change your relationship with fear. Where you once hesitated, you will now act. Where you once sought permission, you will now move with authority. You will make decisions faster because your inner knowing will be sharper. And every bold move will bring you closer to the moment when you wake up one day and realize the billionaire version of you isn't becoming, it's here. You are not just unlocking wealth, you are unlocking a new identity. The person you are stepping into will carry more confidence, more clarity, and more authority than you've ever known. People will look at you and see the success, but you will know the truth. The real treasure is not the money itself, but the transformation you went through to receive it. That transformation cannot be stolen, cannot be lost, and cannot be faked. Chosen one, you were born for this. Every closed door was a setup for the right door. Every loss was an investment in your strength. Every delay was a sharpening of your vision. Now, the flow is about to begin, not in a slow trickle, but in an unstoppable flood. And when it comes, you will step into it without fear, because you will finally understand. You were never chasing wealth. Wealth has been chasing you. There comes a point in your rise where the atmosphere around you begins to shift before the world even sees the change. People won't be able to explain it, but they will feel something different when they are near you. It will be in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and the way you walk into a room. This is not arrogance. This is divine authority. You will know deep within that you are no longer just preparing for your billionaire season. You are living in the early stages of it. Signs of this transformation will appear subtly at first. Conversations that once drained you will no longer interest you. Spaces that once felt comfortable will now feel too small. You will find yourself thinking bigger, planning further ahead, and making decisions that align with the person you are becoming rather than the person you've been. This is what happens when your spirit moves into a higher frequency. The old life simply can't hold you anymore. Your mind will start connecting ideas like never before. You'll see opportunities in places others overlook, and you'll notice patterns that seem invisible to those around you. This is one of the greatest signs that your billionaire calling is fully awakening. Your perception changes. You no longer operate from a place of desperation or need. You operate from vision and strategy. You move as if you already have the resources, because spiritually you do. The physical manifestation is simply catching up to the reality that already exists in the unseen. One of the greatest gifts you'll carry in this season is the ability to multiply what's in your hands. You will be given ideas, investments, partnerships, and ventures that grow beyond expectation. And this is not because of luck. It is because of the divine favor on your life. God's chosen billionaires are not just recipients of wealth, They are catalysts. Everything they touch increases, not only for themselves, but for everyone connected to them. Your success will have a ripple effect that blesses families, communities, and even generations you will never meet. But with this level of calling comes a level of responsibility most people will never understand. Your integrity will be tested in ways you've never imagined. You will be presented with deals that seem perfect but are designed to compromise your purpose. You must remember that you are not building something temporary. You are building something eternal. The wealth you carry is an assignment, and every decision you make must align with the mission God placed in your hands. This is also the time when you will need to protect your peace more than ever. Wealth attracts attention, some of it genuine, some of it dangerous. People will show up in your life with smiles and sweet words, but not all will have pure intentions. The gift of discernment will be your shield. Trust it. If something in your spirit feels off, no matter how perfect it looks on the outside, walk away. The right opportunities will never require you to betray your values or silence your inner knowing. Chosen one, the billionaire path is not just about what you gain, it is about what you must leave behind. You may have to release old relationships, habits, or environments that cannot rise with you. It will hurt at times, but it will also free you. Every time you let go of something that doesn't align with your higher calling, you make room for something that does. And in this season, room is exactly what you need, because the blessings coming are too big to fit into the small spaces of your past. You will find that the most valuable thing you can invest in now is yourself, your mind, your skills, your health, your spiritual depth. The more you grow, the more your capacity expands to hold what's coming. A billionaire's wealth is not measured only by the size of their assets, but by the size of their capacity to manage them. If you want to keep the vault open, you must keep yourself open to learning, evolving, and adapting. And here is the truth you must never forget. This is not about greed. This is not about showing the world you have more than others. This is about stepping fully into the role God designed for you, a role that requires influence, resources, and reach. You are not chasing this for vanity. You are stepping into it for impact. And when the world sees what you build, they will know it came from a higher source. Chosen one, the season you are stepping into will redefine your entire life. The shift is not coming in small, gradual waves. It will arrive like a flood, overwhelming everything in its path and washing away every trace of lack you have ever known. The people who once looked at you with doubt will be silenced. The ones who thought you were too ambitious, too unrealistic, will be forced to watch as everything you spoke, prayed, and worked for becomes reality. This is the unveiling of your billionaire calling, and there is no force on earth or in the spiritual realm that can stop it. You will begin to see proof all around you. Opportunities will arrive without warning, each one perfectly aligned with your vision. The very rooms you once dreamed of entering will now be open to you, and not as a guest, but as someone whose presence shifts the atmosphere. There will be moments when you feel the weight of what's happening, the magnitude of the assignment you carry, and in those moments you will realize why the journey to this point had to be so hard. The battles were not meant to destroy you, they were meant to shape you into someone unshakable. Your financial rise will not only transform your own life, it will ignite a chain reaction. The resources that flow into your hands will flow into projects that heal, restore, and empower others. You will create jobs, fund dreams, and turn visions into reality for people who never thought they had a chance. The light you carry will attract other lights, and together you will build something the world cannot ignore. This is the ripple effect of divine wealth. It doesn't just bless you, it blesses everyone connected to your purpose. But here is the most important truth. This is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of a new one. Billionaire status is not your destination. It is the launchpad for everything you were truly meant to do. The money will be a tool, not the goal. The real goal is impact. The real goal is legacy. The real goal is to leave the world in a better state than you found it, to ensure that generations after you will rise higher because you chose to answer the call on your life. There will be challenges in this new level. With greater influence comes greater responsibility. You will need to remain grounded, humble, and connected to the source that gave you this wealth in the first place. The higher you rise, the more tempting it will be to believe you built this alone. But chosen one, never forget. The same God who opened the vault for you can expand it endlessly, and he can also close it if you drift from your assignment. Stay aligned, stay faithful, and you will see that there are no limits to what can be released into your hands. Your billionaire season is here, not someday, not when the time is right. Now, the doors are opening, the opportunities are aligning, and the divine flow is unstoppable. You have been chosen to carry this level of wealth because you have been proven worthy of it. Through your trials, through your integrity, and through your unwavering belief that there was always more for you. Step into it without fear. Walk into it with authority, live in it with purpose. This is your confirmation. The vault is unlocked. The abundance is flowing, and your billionaire destiny has arrived. The world will soon know your name, but more importantly, they will know your impact. And when they ask how you did it, you will simply say, "I was chosen, and I answered the call." Chosen one, this is the moment everything shifts. The delays are over, the resistance is broken, and the vault over your destiny is unlocked. Wealth will no longer be a distant dream. It will become your reality, flowing to you in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. Every battle you fought, every tear you've shed, every door that closed was preparation for the magnitude of what's now arriving. You will stand in places you once thought were unreachable, making decisions that impact not just your life, but countless others. This wealth is not just for you. It's an assignment, a tool to build, to restore, to create. Carry it with purpose, guard it with wisdom, and move with the authority of someone chosen by God. The season is here. Step into it without hesitation. You are not waiting for abundance anymore. Abundance is waiting for you, and now it's yours.